Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Ankerstar Wealth Morning Show. I'm your host, Allison Ankerstar, and today we'll be talking about Secure Act 2.0, Nike stock, and the Santa Claus rally. Before we begin, as a reminder, this is a financial education presentation and should not be considered as personal financial advice. Full disclaimer information is available at ankerstarwealth.com. Good morning, Steve. Secure Act 2.0 is included in the $1.7 billion spending package. What is in Secure Act 2.0, and do you think it will get passed?
Well, good morning, everybody, and good morning, Allison. You can see the stock futures are in the green. We haven't seen a lot of that lately, so that's kind of carrying over from yesterday. Also, we got some good earnings news. But the important part to Allie's question there is Secure Act 2.0 is buried in this, most people are calling it, ridiculously big spending bill at the end of the year that's supposed to be passed by Friday, right? So, politicians being politicians are trying to cram as much stuff in there as possible to be able to, get things done and get all their pet projects in. But, specifically to the Secure Act 2.0, it is in there, and it is, here's the article we're looking for. It's in there, and I think it's probably one of the least contentious things that are out there, right? So just some quick highlights. We've talked about this a while ago. We thought this was going to pass almost a year ago, but really what we're looking for is the RMD age is already, remember, Secure Act 1.0 moved the RMD age out to age 72. Now this is going to, Secure Act 2.0 is going to move it out to age 75. So again, delaying that time that you have, you still can start taking it at 59 and a half, but you don't have to start taking it till, 15 plus years later out at 75. There's probably going to be some scaled implementation of that, which makes everybody miserable, including financial planners like myself. If they just overnight went to 75, that'd make it easier on everybody. But we'll see what the actual law says if and when it gets passed, but I think that will happen. Also, right now, that we have, the 2023 limits are for IRAs are going from 6,000 to 6,500. And then for the 401k, I looked it up yesterday. I think it's 22,500. It's 22,000 or 22,500. But you have the catch-up contributions when you turn 50. Well, the Secure Act 2.0, and again, I think this will pass easy, will make an additional catch-up contribution for when you turn 60. And here it says, up to 10,000 annually when participants, thinking 401k workplace stuff, when you turn 60. So again, it allows folks that are maybe a little bit behind or that are really just wanting to jam as much money into tax favored instruments as possible. There are several other things included in the Secure Act 2.0. A lot of it is business related and automatic signing up for 401ks and increase, that we don't really need to get in here because they don't really apply to you. But certainly that age and the ability to plus up later on in life, in addition to what you already can do, is certainly something that I hope passes, and we'll see what happens to the rest of the bill.
Next, Nike stock jumped out earnings yesterday. What does this mean for the overall market?
Yeah, well, how about some good news for once, right? Nike's up about 12% this morning. I'll show you the chart here in a second. But really, here we have a big name retailer coming out that crushes both top and bottom line. When you look at, the whole retail space, it's been kind of beat up. There's your 12.8% or 12.6% that it's up this morning. This is a 1 year chart. So really retail is just, we've had the overall market bounced in June and then October, November. Well, retail continued down, and I want to say they're down 40% on the year, 38% on the year. Again, I don't think that includes this morning's number, so that'll jump. But retail's just really been beaten up, and everybody, going into next year and all the negativity that's in the air, thinking that the biggest recession ever is coming. This is a good sign. At least one company out there is doing well in the retail space. And if that continues, that adds a lot of, positivity back into the market, which is desperately what we need these days.
Last, normally the stock market sees a Santa Claus rally at the end of the year. Do you think that will happen this year?
Well, that's a tough one. No crystal ball, of course, but I actually do think we're set up for a Santa Claus rally because we've been beaten up so much. We had exactly what we expected from the Fed, clearly communicated, which is everybody wants clarity, right? A bit, 50 basis point raise now a week and a half ago. And the market sold off hard afterwards. So I think we're oversold right now, and that the good news from Nike rolling in really is going to make everybody reassess of, ooh, is now a buying opportunity, or should we wait and see what happens? Traditionally, you see a sell-off in December. Yep, got that. But towards Christmas, you kind of see a rally as people have already done their tax loss harvesting, their Roth conversion, all that stuff that kind of causes some selling. And then people start buying towards the end of the year. And of course, January is when a lot of the new money rolls in. If you're an experienced IRA investor, every January you put in, if you're a couple, you put in both of your IRA contributions for the year, 6,000 or 7,000, whatever it is. It'll be 6,500 and 7,500 next year. It's like boom, boom, you're done. So there's a lot of new money coming in January, so you tend to get a January pop as well. So I think we're set up for success there, but I have no crystal ball. Is the negativity going to win out that's floating around out there? Is the fear of the recession going to win out? I don't know. I think those fears are overblown. It's just time to be conservative and be wary that it's a possibility. But I have really no problem starting to buy into some stocks here.
Thank you, everyone, for your questions. Please submit your questions as a comment through social media or directly to our email at vipservices@ankerstarwealth.com. And don't forget to like and subscribe to get daily updates. That's all we have for today's show. I'm Allison Ankerstar, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.